don't know if this is fun.
She's a rookie, guys.
No, it's not that bad.
You haven't heard me speak.
Coach, you've been fine asking the questions. Go ahead and talk to the camera, basically.
Okay.
So we're doing the post-game press conference with Southern New Hampshire after the regional game against Jefferson. Here we have head coach Karen Pincos and first-year player Abby Wager. Coach Pincos, go ahead and give us some opening comments about the game as a whole.
Obviously, we're heartbroken, but at the same time, we're going to hold our heads up high. We did everything we could. AT hitting those last 2 threes to, end her career, and I just felt like we never gave up. And I think if that game was maybe 2 weeks ago, we might have given up. That's a very good team, a very smart team. I think when we started to get into foul trouble, we put some different kids in with lack of experience, but they still did a great job. I'm proud of this team, proud of every player on it, and I'm happy with the success we had this season. And to get back to the NCAA tournament 3 years in a row, it's something for our players to be proud of.
Maybe the difference in the game in the end? They only turned the ball over 5 times.
Yeah,
And so
we
that's
turned the
pretty-
ball over way too many times against a team that, they're just so long, and cross-court passes and things like that. Their zone is really hard, but I thought we actually did a decent job. I thought the physical play towards the end of it, going back and forth, it was just hard for our players because you didn't know what was going to be a foul, what was not going to be a foul in terms of the physical play. And we just kept battling, and I also think we didn't do a really good job in closeouts, and we were talking about that all week. And then the last was offensive boards. I don't have my glasses on, but second chance points, they have 10 points off turnovers. They have 15, and I think that was the big difference right there. But if you had asked or put money on that game and said, would Southern New Hampshire take number 5, whatever they are now, I apologize, to an overtime game, I don't think the money would have been on us.
Abby, their coach, mentioned that you guys just offensively just confounded their defense. Just talk about what did you do? What did you and your teammates do to be successful offensively against that team?
I think one thing that we definitely emphasized was moving the ball around. Another thing, I think our team is amazing off feeding off energy. So I think once one of us hit one shot and then another one did, we kind of just kept moving together, and we lift each other up so much that we just kept getting open looks and more shots. And I think that's when we had our best runs, was when we were kind of all going at the same time and giving each other our energy, which was definitely needed.
I also think for these guys, the preparation that went into that zone, because last year we were terrible against it. We spent as soon as that name came on the board, we were prepared for their press, we were prepared for their zone, and obviously Abby's a freshman, but she played an unbelievable game and has a bright career ahead of her. But I thought the difference, again, we were prepared for that zone this year, and I think last year that length we just weren't.
Maybe just a shout out to Adriana Timberlake and what she meant for you as a first-year player, and you watched what she accomplished in the program and even never quit in this game.
Yeah, it's actually funny. She played on the same AAU program that I did growing up, so I've watched her honestly my whole life. So coming to SNHU, I was so excited to be teammates with her. And she was someone who I didn't know how we would play with each other. She's someone who I trust, and I think she's really become a big sister to me. So it was definitely hard to see her have her last game, but she's an amazing player that I have looked up to my whole life. So.
Coach, just some final thoughts. You said the 3rd straight trip to the NCAA tournament. Just, your thoughts about the season for your team.
Yeah, obviously we did our job early and beat some really quality teams. And as you guys all know, the NE10 is tough. Every day is a grind. And the level of play in our league is what these guys signed up for. And I think that actually helped us for tonight. But in terms of, the seniors that we have, that have impacted our program so much. I'm certainly grateful for that. What's been hard for us over the last 3 years coming to the NCAAs, we've also had season-ending injuries the last 3 years. 3 years ago, 2 starters. Last year, a starter. This year, a starter. But you know what? That's part of the game. And I think that's why what's made this even better is I'm not sure. I don't know. I think Abby might agree, but had Jules not get hurt, would she have developed and gotten the amount of minutes that she did? So if you want to take a positive out of that, I mean, she got incredible playing time the second half or the last month of the season and has really developed into a player of our future that obviously we'll try to build some players around with Abby for the future. So again, I'm just grateful to be a part of this, and I thank the selection committee to put us where we were because, we weren't really sure when we started, a couple losses towards the end of the season, but I'm just really proud of our team. I love them, and I do. I know that they're going to go on and be successful in life through their basketball experience.
Anything else? All right, thank you both very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good job, Abby.